I always want some bass I can dance to. That's like my number one. I love live music as well. I love going to see live bands, but honestly, some drum and bass or some dubstep or just something that's got a real heavy beat to it, I will just love. I moved to Wellington almost 13 years ago. Finished high school, moved down here to start uni, studied up at Vic, and never left. I have never been massively involved in the music scene before. Like, I always enjoyed going to gigs when I was a teenager, and when I was young, a lot of our friends went out when we were in uni. It didn't strike me as something that was part of my life in an organising sense until really I got involved in the festival scene, and then started chatting to other friends and started talking about what we wanted to see in our local community and started talking about what maybe we could start making happen. Psy-care is a care space that operates at festivals. It's been running for quite a few years now at festivals in the South Island. We set up a tent or a couple of tents, and anyone who's overwhelmed, anyone who's stressed out, anyone whose drugs are going in a direction that they weren't expecting, we just have a good cozy space to look after them. We have volunteers around the clock who are ready to look after them and have a chat to them and just help them like get a bit more stability. We do a lot of drug education as well, giving out information on how to best safely enjoy drugs if that's something you're going to choose to do. All of the evidence from everywhere around the world at the moment is saying that prohibition laws don't work. Saying no to drugs is not a safe strategy. We just want it to be about education and safety because harm reduction is the best way forward to having less deaths and harmful experiences from drugs. The biggest event for us is Twisted Frequency over New Year's. That's where Psy-care was kind of born, and they've supported us every step of the way. We also run at smaller events, mostly around Golden Bay and around Blenheim, Marlborough Sounds, just sort of little weekend festivals that happen over the rest of the summer as well. I worked at Moon full-time for 2 years. I was assistant manager there. That was amazing because Moon gets so many good live acts through, and that just like upskilled my knowledge of the Wellington music scene by about 100. It felt like a venue that would support us when we started wanting to put on our own gigs, and they were super understanding of like what we wanted to do and really supportive right from the get-go, which was just incredible. Like Julie and the sounds guy and Jamie, our boss, were just really wanted to see it happen well. We started Femme Bass wanting to put on drum and bass music. We wanted to put on some of our friends, and when we figured out that a lot of the DJs we wanted to showcase were femme DJs, and then we thought, well, why don't we make this a deliberate direction? Part of the reason we wanted to showcase femme and gender diverse artists is that so much of the music scene is pretty male dominated, and that's not representative of who's got the talent in the industry. It's just representative of sort of who's shoulder tapped for gigs and who's in existing networks and who's prioritised by society in general. So we started wanting to showcase feminine, non-binary and gender diverse artists to kind of break that down a little. We also thought it was really, really important to put on gigs where people can feel safe, because that's not necessarily a given going to any events in town. We put a lot of effort and a lot of emphasis on the attitude you bring with you and the expectations of behaviour while you're in our space, and we're hoping that people will take that understanding of respect and understanding of consent and understanding of being mindful of the people you're sharing the space with, and we're hoping they'll take that further out into their own communities as well, and it won't just be about one night every few months. We've had some amazing comments. A lot of people who've been involved, like the artists and the people who come along to the gigs, have said what a good atmosphere it is and how fun it is. We had one thing that really, really stuck with me, which was amazing. Someone came up to me at the end of our last gig and was like, I've never felt safe enough to stay to the end of the night before. That was like hit you in the feels pretty hard in like an absolutely positive way. So that was amazing. It's just so awesome making events happen that are events I want to be at. Like, that's such an incredible feeling. Like, the Femme Bass nights that we put on are some of my favourite nights out, because we know the crowd are going to be all there for the same reasons, to like tautoko these amazing artists and to have a good time and to be respectful of each other. So it's incredible both being able to attend that event because it's happening and also knowing that we were part of making it happen.